Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to Overtime, presented by TV2 Sports. I'm your host, Timmy Carlile, joined by Maddox Miller and Josh Aponte. Let's get right to it with some Guardians talk. Boys, how we feeling?
I feel great. 9-3. Guardians have won every series. Obviously, it's not all sprinkles and rainbows, but there's a lot of positives with the new era with Stephen Vogt taking over. So I think for the time being, all Guardians fans should feel amazing right now.
Yeah, dude.
Couldn't agree more.
Very, very positive on the Guardians right now. We haven't really faced like very tough opponents. I mean, Oakland, that's a guaranteed win series. You got the White Sox who are
Seattle's middle of the pack right now.
Minnesota, good wins against Minnesota.
Good wins against
especially
Minnesota.
Since they're in the division. So I'm feeling very confident. The only thing that I know we're going to get to later is Shane Bieber. That's the only thing that's got me down as a Guards fan. But
Yes, definitely. Let's address the elephant in the room first off. Okay, Josh, you have a Pittsburgh Pirates hat on.
I do.
So tell the people why you are wearing the Pirates hat.
Explanation, okay?
It's not just because they're one of 4 teams that haven't lost a series.
Exactly. Hey, that's true.
We each
That's
have
true.
one of them on today.
Guardians,
cool.
Pirates, Brewers, and Yankees. All 4 have not lost a series. But backstory on the Pittsburgh Pirates hat. So we went and had a little TV2 outing. I think it was last summer or the summer before. And we were like, guys, let's go see a game at PNC Park. Because I'd never been there, and a couple of the other TV2 guys weren't. So it was me, our sports director, Gabe Collura, Matt Carlile, who else? Matt Mergen, who also did TV2 Sports at the time, Austin Arnold, Brady Hamilton. There was I think there was more.
This is enough to have an open challenge to run it back with TV2.
There was 4 people sitting in the back row, and then we had 2 people in the front. It was hilarious. It was such a fun. But whenever I go to a ballpark now, I want to buy a hat. So
there you go, folks.
That's why I got my repping the Pittsburgh Pirates today.
I came in, I was busting his chops. Like, are you trying to be one of these Pittsburgh fans? There's quite a few Pittsburgh fans out here at Kent State.
There is.
Some of them, not to name names, not even from the state, though. That's okay. You can choose to root for whoever.
We're just gonna leave that right there. We're gonna do the.
My hat.
Oh, not the Cavs fan. Dude, that Cavs pin rocks. If you guys didn't see, Timmy's got the Cleveland Guardians Kent State hat. Dude, that thing freaking rocks. I love how the universities do partnerships with major league teams. I went 2 years ago. I was telling them before the show. And they made a Cleveland Guardians shirt with the Kent State logo on the side. So I think
I've seen that before.
It's pretty
slick.
Yeah. This season they're doing one too with the hat. So
gotta get that on the books.
You do. You gotta get in. Yeah.
So a couple of Guardians things I want to add. The Naylor brothers homering and then winning the game on National Siblings Day.
Yes.
That was an incredible storyline.
Yes.
And then tonight's game being postponed against the Yankees.
Yeah,
so we're going to open up the series with a day-night doubleheader tomorrow at noon and 6. How are we feeling going into the New York series as we begin to transition into some broader MLB discussions here? I'm excited. I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah.
And I know the Royals are cooking in our division, so I'm going to leave that up for discussion as well. But going into this Yankee series, I'm ready to rock them.
Yeah, rock them.
Let's go. Josh Naylor's going to come out. So let's have a good time.
I'm very excited to see what the Guards can do against the Yankees because I feel like that will be a real test to see if this team is what we think they are. I mean, they're producing on offense right now. Our pitching isn't terrible, especially after the loss of Bieber.
Yeah.
Just Logan Allen had that really bad outing in the top of the first, gave up 5 runs.
So I actually want to talk about that a little more because the billing for this team heading into the season was, oh my gosh, the bullpen, the pitching, the offense is going to be the Cleveland mediocre, subpar offense, and the pitching is going to go insane. It's kind of been opposite. Other than Bieber had 2 great games and now he's getting surgery, so that sucks. But the pitching has been a little concerning. You know, Tristan McKenzie's still trying to get back into the feel of things. Tanner Bybee is struggling. He is struggling. And the bats have been alive. Obviously, the Naylor brothers looked great last game. Stephen Kwan is always on base.
Always on base.
we talk about rocking the baby.
Yeah.
We have to remember the Guardians lost that series.
Yeah. So I know we have a sour taste in our mouth when it comes to those damn Yankees.
Yeah.
But let me tell you what, man. I am ready to go in this playoff series.
Yep.
No, yeah. This is the first. Like the Twins was kind of the can the Guardians win in their division.
Yeah.
The A series was can they win a series, a baseball series with under Stephen Vogt. This is the first. This is the first like. Can the Guardians beat a contending baseball team? Because the Yankees they're playing like the Yankees again. And when the Yankees play like the Yankees, it's concerning. And they are a true test of what stuff does this team have, this very young Guardians team.
I've liked Hunter Gaddis coming out of the bullpen while we're talking about
Yes.
everything.
Not bad.
He was former starter, and seeing him come out of the bullpen and really work innings for us is a huge up.
Yes.
Now, I've liked a lot of our new manager's decisions so far this season. And who am I to criticize? I'm just a student media. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, with that being said, I do question his decisions on playing Ramon Laureano. I know they played together when they were in San Francisco, and it's just like I'm starting to question, like, is he? Now, my mom jumped in and said, "Now, Timmy, if you were playing with someone with like Josh, and Josh is making errors at third base, you're not going to take him out."
Yeah.
And my dad was like, "Well, you don't know. He's done that before. You've got to put the better player in that position."
Yeah, that's very true.
So. What are your guys' thoughts on Vogue's decision so far?
I mean, it's still very early in the season, so I can see what he's doing, like trying him out, see what he can do. Because right now, I mean, I don't think we really do have a shortstop. I mean, we have Laureano, and then who else could you put in that position? So I don't know.
If I remember correctly, if not, Laureano was the one who, during the White Sox game, when Clase was letting guys get on base, he's the one that made that double play, correct? He's the one that crowded in, did the spin on second base, and then fired it over to Josh.
No. Laureano's our center fielder.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Who
I
am
mixed up.
In the bad break.
Yeah, who am I thinking of
Jimenez?
then? Nope.
No, Jimenez is
Jimenez
second.
is second.
The shortstop?
Yeah.
What's
What's his
up,
name?
pull it
This
up.
is his first season being our shortstop.
Rocchio
yeah,
made
there
it
you go.
awesome. They both have they both have R's.
Yeah.
So a little bit of slack.
A little bit of
there.
slack,
They both have R's. Rocchio made a great play, but I think Vogt in his first year hasn't made like a managerial like blunder yet where we're like, oh my, like this guy just doesn't. He's not cut out for the job. Like he hasn't pulled a guy too early, at least in my opinion. I don't think he's pulled a guy too early or put the wrong guy in. It really just like sometimes the players haven't performed to the level we want them to perform at, but you know, I think he's doing a very good job.
So let's transition into some broader MLB discussions. Yes. I know it's April. I know we are still very early in the season, but let's talk. Who are your guys' sleeper teams that you think could make a big run?
I think last year this team was really good, and it was a surprise last season. I think this team might just continue that trend. The Orioles, the Baltimore Orioles. I really like them.
Called up Jackson Holiday.
Yeah, I think they got a good squad over there. Very surprising last season that they were playing so well, and then I think they're going to continue the trend. I mean, they're looking pretty good this season so far, so I don't know. But maybe my Pittsburgh Pirates will get some action going on.
Maddox,
I honestly.
Gabe liked that one.
Yeah.
Gabe liked that one.
I honestly like the MLB season, other than, in my opinion, the Houston Astros.
Yeah.
Everything's kind of going how we like this.
Predicted.
The powerhouse teams are being powerhouses, and the mediocre teams are being mediocre. So it truly is like, do the Pittsburgh Pirates get into the postseason and go on a run? Because they're the only team that has jumped off to a hot start, and people are like, "Whoa, guys! Like they're the Pirates. They should not be doing this."
They should not be doing this.
Because the Orioles, they won 100 plus games last season. So people had them as favorites heading into this season. The Rangers are hitting bombs. The Cubs are playing solid. The Phillies and Braves are doing good. Phillies are kind of struggling.
Let's go.
I say, honestly, like the Pirates are the only team that has really caught my eye as like they are playing above what they should be.
Yeah, that's true. Timmy, what about you?
The Kansas City Royals.
Oh,
Royals,
okay.
okay, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, that's very true. That's
Absolutely.
a good one.
Our own division, man. We can't catch a break. Where did
No.
these Royals come from? I knew Bobby Wood Jr. was good, but I didn't think he was that good.
No.
It's only April. We haven't seen him yet. Let's go. I got to stop pounding the
Yes.
desk. I know it's loud, but I'm excited, folks.
Yeah.
So
I
I was
think
waiting
it'll
for you
be-
guys to say the Royals.
No,
and no
yeah.
one did.
No.
Royals have a very good. Twins are underperforming. People.
It's early.
People. It's
April.
yeah. That's the thing. We have so many more games left to
It's
go.
a beautiful thing. it really is.
It is.
But
It is.
you do have to look at early struggles and take that at face value or whatever value you can take it as. And the Twins are struggling. The Tigers got off to a hot start, but have come back down to earth.
Yeah.
The White Sox are the White Sox.
Yep, obviously.
And so someone has to take this division, and right now it's looking like it's between the Guardians and the Royals. So
I don't think that's going to be the case this year. Last year it was someone's going to have to win the AL Central.
Yeah.
This year the Guardians are already at the top when it comes to run differential.
That's
I
true.
think long term we're going to see some production out of the AL Central.
Yeah.
And it's a hot take, but we already see it in the Kansas City Royals. Will they cool off? Will the Guardians continue to stay hot? Let's find out.
Yeah. It'll be fun. I'm very excited for this season because I feel like the Guardians, I think they got a good squad. I'm very surprised that they weren't able to pull off something last season just because of our lackluster offense.
Yeah.
But I feel like if everyone stays healthy, Jose still stays healthy, Josh Naylor, we got Bo already up. Because
Yeah.
last season, I think he started
It's a huge
in
break.
He was-
Awesome
he-
catch
yeah,
on
he was in-
Hedges.
he was in the
He's
minors.
huge defensively.
Yeah,
He's a
Hedgie,
nice guy coming
dude.
as a second catcher. And he's honestly a first catcher. Bo
Yeah.
Naylor's more of a second catcher.
Yeah. I feel like Hedgie's a good mentor for the team,
Oh,
too.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Clubhouse energy
Yeah.
is through the roof.
he is.
Yeah, Austin
He's
Hedges
a
on his
little bit of
team.
an offensive liability. But
Yes.
like,
Yeah,
you
that's
win
true.
some, you lose some.
Exactly. It's not always
We'll
home
get that.
runs.
That's what we got Bo Naylor
That's
for.
just the way I
So,
play.
we're
If we
winning
were a
games
team
right now. I'm
and
excited.
love was a game, we'd been the '98 Braves. Thank you.
I think-
I heard you
Very-
say it's
very-
not always home run. I was like, yep, Morgan Wallen.
Yeah, very quickly. I think another.
Don't make me throw this chair now.
I think another surprise team, the Angels.
Yeah.
I mean, you got the standings pulled up right here, 6-6. Now you may look at a 6-6 record and be like, that's 500. That's not good. These are the Angels we're talking
Yeah.
about.
Yeah.
They couldn't make the postseason with
Without
Ohtani.
Shohei.
Yeah, they
And
couldn't make
Trout.
the postseason without Ohtani, or with Ohtani and Trout.
Yeah.
And now they just have Trout,
Yeah.
and they still have Anthony Rendon on that team, and they're playing fine baseball. Now, is it manageable, and is it something that can be consistent? Probably not, but
Yeah.
early on, if you're an Angels fan, you got to be happy with where the team is right now.
Yeah.
If Trout stays healthy too, I mean, hey,
I mean, it's
maybe,
Trout.
but it is Trout. So, how likely is it? We'll see.
And the Cavs, guys. The Cavs are gearing up for the postseason. What should we expect coming out of Cleveland? Coming up. And welcome back here on Overtime. We are now going to start talking some Cleveland Cavaliers. Tonight we face off against the Indiana Pacers. I'm excited to see how things go. Pacers are just one game behind us record-wise, and the Cavs are the favorites tonight at the Romo Fijo.
Yeah.
That's Rocket
The
Mortgage
Romo
Fieldhouse, for those of you listening at home.
The Romo Fino is crazy.
Yes, sir.
Oh, dude. Instead of Austin Carr saying deep in the rock, you used to say deep in the Romo Fimo.
Yeah,
That'd be
Romo
hilarious.
Fijo Fieldhouse.
Fijo, that's crazy. As a Cavs fan, I'm not confident at all.
Fair.
Right now, dude,
Fair.
that 3-game losing streak, we look terrible. And
I mean, those of you watching at home on Overtime should know that we've been saying this.
Yeah.
I was ready to press the panic button quite a
you
long
were
time
ready.
ago, and look, my take turned out to be pretty
Was that the
good.
first episode of Overtime where we did Panic Button on Cavs?
Wait, it might
might
have
have
been.
been.
First or second? One
Yeah,
of them.
Dream
and
Team.
yeah.
Flashbacks.
Yeah, so I'd say my take,
dude,
it
yeah.
held true. I mean,
would
we
say I
said
would
what
agree.
team's going to show up.
Yeah,
when Donovan
I,
Mitchell's not there, it's scary.
Yep.
So
We got a couple things for the Cavs. Well, one, JB Bickerstaff will be coaching for his job in this playoffs.
I think that's
fear.
without a doubt
No matter
at
who
this
we
point.
face, no matter how far we go, he will be coaching for his job. If we make like the Eastern Conference Finals or the Finals, I think he'll be safe. But if we are like a first round or a second round exit, I don't think his job is safe at all. Especially how much we've cooled down at the end of the season, and everyone's healthy, basically. I mean, you have Mitchell, you have Garland, Mobley, Allen. Those are the big four that you need to be healthy, and you should be winning games with those four, but you're not. And I don't know what's going on, but I'm not confident as a Cavs fan. I don't know about you.
Well, as a neutral, go Spurs go. Yeah, JB Bickerstaff is coaching for his job, and I think the Cleveland Cavaliers team is playing for Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
Where if they are a first-round exit to like the Knicks or the Magic, Mitchell's gone.
Yeah.
He's gonna go get millions of dollars to go play
Probably.
somewhere else.
Probably.
Blowing a 20-plus point lead to a Kawhi Leonard-less Clippers is not a good look. The Cavs are
Can't argue that.
Yeah, 2-4 in their last 6, and their only wins are against the Grizzlies, who everyone's injured on that team, and the Utah Jazz, who are in the midst. They ended their 13-game losing streak last night. So the Cavs haven't picked up a marquee win in a long time.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
It's been a while.
It's been a while.
I'm ready to add that for tonight's game, it is a playoff clinching scenario.
Yes.
Yeah.
So now, while we all might be nervous, if the Cavs can go ahead and beat the Pacers tonight, and the Magic lose to the Philadelphia 76ers,
Which is possible.
the
That's very
Cavs
realistic.
will once again have a home court advantage in the playoffs. Now, last season against the Knicks, they took that from us real quick.
They did.
And this season, they took chains off of us on the sidelines.
Yes.
So, home seeding matters, and especially with this Cavs team.
It does.
And they can get it done tonight.
Yeah.
So, it's hard to be. I'm cautiously optimistic once again.
Yeah.
Ready for the postseason. The Cavs are going to be there. Which team's going to show up?
Yeah, I mean, Cleveland's going to be there. There's no worry about missing the postseason. The issue is they've been in this position for so long. They could have clinched the 2nd seed by now if they played good basketball.
Nobody wants
They
the 2
could've.
seed in the East.
Nobody wants the 2 seed.
No one wants to claim that 2
'Cause you
seed.
would
It's
face,
been
what, the
everybody
Heat,
fighting
right?
for it.
You would
It's
face
not
the
even
Heat.
that. No
Yeah.
team can play well enough to
Yeah.
sustain
No.
the 2 seed.
that's true.
No one's
That's very
played
true.
because
Yeah.
the Magic got in a position where it's like they were 1 game out and then they dropped like 2 in a row. Now they're back to the 5 seed. The
Dude,
Knicks,
the Magic were like really hot this
Yeah.
season, and then they cooled off. I mean, I don't know if it was the Orlando Magic.
yeah, I mean,
Whoa. I love that song.
Yes,
I love that.
great song.
Orlando, great song. Love it.
honestly, I think Cleveland is battling for a 4 or 5 seed right now. They would be slotted to play the Magic. I think that would be a great matchup for them as long as they don't play like certified Cavalier killer Jalen Brunson.
Oh.
They have a chance to get out of the first round.
I have nightmares from that series
Yeah,
still.
he-
It just made me infuriated.
That was kind of the series that put Jalen Brunson as like
It did.
he is the guy for New York.
Yeah.
And I mean, Indiana is a playoff team right now. So if you can win against a playoff team like Indiana, it's going to show some confidence. But if they go and lose by double digits to the Pacers, then it's kind of like
going into the playoffs too.
there's just not enough games left
No.
to build up momentum to go into the postseason.
So
Yeah.
let's look around the rest of the league now as we're talking about Cavs' potential playoff matchups. Let's look at the rest of the league. Who are you guys looking as, favorites going into the playoffs? What are your guys' thoughts?
I have mine.
Take it.
For the West, the Los Angeles Lakers will be winning the Western Conference Finals. They will be
I'm
going
with
to
it.
the finals. LeBron James will be winning his
Play-in tournament champion.
Dude, in
Los
season
Angeles
tournament
Lakers. Yeah, sorry, play-in.
champions.
Oh gosh.
in-season tournament
In-season
champions.
tournament. It's
Los
the first
Angeles
year.
Lakers.
It's the first year, guys.
LeBron will be
First
getting
year.
another ring to his arsenal.
2 in 1 season.
Dude, and
Legoat.
he will be Legoat. What is that? Legoat. He will be my sunshine, my only sunshine, and he will be hoisting the Larry O'Brien trophy at the end of the season. Actually, like being serious though, I think the Lakers might have one of the deepest teams in the West. They have been looking very good of recently.
Yeah, they look solid.
D'Angelo Russell after the All-Star break has been looking like a different player. Like he's been playing like an all-star. He's been playing fantastic. Austin Reeves also been playing really good. His three-point percentage has actually been pretty high up. Same with D'Lo. The only thing is if AD will actually show up, because he's one of those guys that can disappear and score 10 points when LeBron's scoring like his 24, 25. But shout out Michael Neenan. His meme he always sends me, it's LeBron, and he says, and it's the rest of the team, and they're like, LeBron, we're down by like 20. Why are you still in the game? And it says, lol, just got my 25, hashtag the kid from Akron, hashtag strive for greatness. He sends that to me all the time, and I was like, Neenan, it's funny. It's very funny, but I don't know. What do you guys think?
So personally, looking around the rest of the league, all we're waiting to lock up here is the 4 through 8 seed in the East. Okay, now I personally, and this really hurts me to say, I don't think it matters. I think that the Boston Celtics are coming out of the East.
It's their conference.
They're the ones. It really is at this point. It really is. So, I mean, it's all about who's playing their best basketball when. So we'll see when we get there. But early on, I'm looking at Boston, and then returning champ, Denver Nuggets.
I mean, like, we've already had a repeat champion in the NFL, Kansas City Chiefs. We've already had UConn go back-to-back. Denver going back-to-back is not a crazy idea.
I know Jokic doesn't want to hear that because he wants to get back to his horses. And
He loves his
the
horses.
extra month of basketball is
Jokic loves his horses.
But I know that winning that trophy felt just as good. And if you play that long season and don't win the trophy, it's going to sting just as much. So they all want it. I mean, it's going to be crazy to watch. But that's my early rest of the league. It's Boston and Denver, and it's their season to lose.
I think the team nobody wants to play, and this is my only concern for Boston, is the Miami Heat, because once they get into the playoffs, they are.
It's that Heat culture.
Yeah, they are literally. They look like a 1 seed, and it's freakish how they're able to do it. I think another team that's
media day, Timmy Butler. We'll see.
I think over in the West, a team that's being overlooked is the Dallas Mavericks. They are on fire right now. Luka and Kyrie are clicking like they are clicking like we've never seen it before.
Team. Definitely.
They're gonna play the Clippers again. They've done it way too many times. Third time in the past 5 years. Mavericks Clippers in the postseason. Luka Doncic has showed that he plays really good against the Clippers. It's just we haven't seen James Harden, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, and a resurging Russell Westbrook in the postseason. So it's gonna be very interesting to see how they perform. West is a bloodbath.
It'll be fun watching the West games because I feel like there's no real good like team other than maybe the Nuggets. Like, okay, they'll repeat, but there's no real leader to be like, okay, this is my favorite to win the West. I feel like it's going to be more.
Let's go over what the playoffs would look like if they started today. And let's talk about who we got. So we got Boston right here. We got them pulled up. Thank you to our wonderful graphics department. We have the NBA playoffs that they started today.
Our graphics department, which is
in the East. We're going to have Boston at Miami, if that was the matchup right now. And we're going to just go ahead and start there. What are your guys' thoughts there? Then in the West, we got Denver and Sacramento as the current matchup. Minnesota versus Phoenix. Milwaukee versus Philadelphia at the 2 and 7 spot.
Embiid's back. Now this is considering that
Boston, Miami in round 1 would be crazy.
This is obviously considering that
Boston and 7.
Bulls and Hawks don't get through in the play-in because they're both play-in teams right now. So this is a traditional 1 through 8 seeding. Boston versus Miami, like I said, you don't want to see Miami in the playoffs, but I don't think the Celtics really care. They are a team on a mission, and that mission is to crush every other Eastern Conference opponent that stands in their way, regardless of who you have on your team. I see Boston like in 5. Maybe Miami steals a win.
I don't know. I mean, like me and Timmy were saying, you can't underestimate Timmy Butler.
No,
I mean, especially in the playoffs.
So it's just the Eastern Conference is so flippy-floppy that what we're looking at today could be completely different by the time the playoffs start.
That's true.
In
it's
a couple
close.
of weeks.
It's a close race.
The
really
Pacers could go
anyway.
The Pacers could go up to the 3 seed. And they're the 6 seed right now. They could, if they win 3 games in a row, like they could literally be the 3 seed.
Especially if they beat the Cavs too.
So looking at the West, I'm thinking Oklahoma City wins the first round matchup.
Oh yeah.
Against
them, they're the higher seed
Pelicans.
right now, but I'm looking at
So we got
it would be fun. It would be
fun.
We
jump over to the West. Yeah, like we said, the Nuggets and the Kings, the Suns and the Timberwolves. The Pelicans and the Thunder, and then Mavs Clippers.
Mavericks Clippers, in my opinion, is by far the most interesting matchup here.
I would take the Mavs over the Clippers. So that's a lower seed that I would feel comfortable
4-5s are usually the most
interesting.
Yeah, they're usually the more interesting ones because the seeding is closer.
I feel like all those series could be close ones.
Yeah, well, because if you look at,
I don't want to pick against the Slim Reaper Kevin Durant in the playoffs. Watch him come out and scorch Minnesota. I mean, what has Minnesota really done? They're known for winning the play-in tournament.
They are.
Yeah.
Pat Bev, shout out.
Stand up now.
Oh, dude! After they won that playoff series and they thought it was like
play-in series.
You see this?
They thought it was like
how easy it is.
And then they sold. They sold against the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah.
But Minnesota is looking to get Karl-Anthony Towns back.
Yeah. And you got Anthony Edwards.
If they have Cat and Rudy Gobert, the Phoenix answer for a big man is Jusuf Nurkic, and he's a good big man. He's been a well-respected, long-time trailblazer. I think if you have Cat and Gobert like running at Phoenix, they're just going to barrel over them, no matter how much scoring Kevin Durant provides. Yeah. And then Anthony Edwards versus Devin Booker is an insane matchup.
Yeah, that'll be fun to watch. The new era of NBA basketball is underway. We're starting to see these youngsters.
It'll be exciting as we end the semester here to see how things shake out. We only got a few shows left, folks, so we'll get to talk about it again in the future. But when we come back on Overtime, we'll once again take a look at some career paths and guess the player. All right, boys, it's time to guess some players best on their career path. I'm redoing that. That was terrible. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. All right, boys, it's time to guess some players based on their career path. Here is player 1.
Let's see what Gabe Collura.
Wide receiver. Okay.
Wide receiver from the Bills, Patriots, and then he was a mainstay on the Ravens.
For 2 years.
Colts.
He retired in 2018. Do you actually know who this is?
I guess.
As an Eagle, too.
I want to, I forget the dude's first name.
Dude, I have no idea.
I don't think that's... I thought he was a Ram. I don't think he was ever a Raven. So
I got my answer.
Okay, so this means he was probably...
You gotta write something down.
He was probably a UDFA, signed with the Bills on like a 1-year deal, free agent, went to the Patriots, free agent. Or he was traded during his rookie season.
This is just a guess, bro. Gabe, you cooked us again. I got my answer locked in.
This was before I started following football, so I have a question mark.
Okay. I'm going to say Alshon Jeffries, even though I know that's incorrect.
I guess Terry Holt.
Tory, I think is the name you're looking for.
I butchered it.
Yeah. He was a Ram.
Let's see. Who was it?
Who is it?
Who is that player?
Kamar Aiken. I don't know who that is.
Me neither.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it.
Not going to
Big
sugarcoat
old
it.
X for Timbo.
I don't know who
Pass
that
the
is.
eraser around, boys.
Yep.
I lied. No, I think I started following football.
It's Kamar Aiken. Did not know Kamar Aiken.
I need the eraser.
Oh, sorry.
Josh
Here
just
you
had
go.
to
My
erase the
bad.
question.
Sorry.
Oh my goodness.
So who is this player?
Saints,
They were a wide
Steelers,
receiver from
Lions.
2006 to
Maddox.
2013.
No, don't look at me for
Steelers and the Detroit Lions.
this. A Saint forever. A Pittsburgh Steeler, retired with the Lions in 2015. I was 11
11
in 2015. So I wasn't following ball like that.
I was 13 in 2015. But I was not following
I'm really
ball
trying
as
to
well.
think.
I don't think I have a guess.
Me neither.
It's not going to be a mainstream wide receiver for the Saints.
No,
from
I know.
2006 to 2013.
Here's
though.
the thing.
That's the
I
thing.
wasn't.
So, who were Drew Brees' side targets? And he really didn't have many.
Who were Drew Brees'
Drew Brees'
2 and 3? Like he was just throwing to Jimmy Graham.
I know, and he's still on the Saints, so that
He came back. I don't know. I'm probably gonna get a little frustrated about this one because it's a Lion. I'm literally wearing my Lions shirt.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
You guys
I'm
got
stumped.
Any guesses?
I'm
Triple
stumped.
question
Dude,
marks.
Yet again.
Stumped.
Big old X.
Lance
Moore?
Don't even know who that
Oh,
is.
come on.
Don't even know who that is.
I haven't heard that name in years.
We're getting
Who is
Kicker.
this player? We got a kicker for the Giants, the Jags,
The Lions.
the Lions, and then the Saints.
Wait, didn't we do this one? We did this one.
Gabe said probably.
Yeah, we did this one.
Did we?
We did this one on the couch.
Let's
Did
see
we
if you
really?
get
I
it
don't
then.
remember. I don't remember who it was, but I remember. I remember doing this because
Lions, you're Lions.
I know.
Maddox.
And I said Graham Gano, which we know it wasn't.
Because
So
we had
crossing that out.
Prater.
Cade York. No, I'm just kidding.
I think his first name is like it's not Danny.
Well, we'll see if anyone at home gets this one
Yeah.
because we were already given this
We
one
already
and
given this
can't
one.
even remember from our own show.
It's some sort of like I think it's some sort of like Hispanic last name. Like it starts with like an E or something. No.
No,
It's some I know who it is, so
All right,
you
well,
can
we're
show the
stumped.
player.
You got us again. Triple X's. Who was player 3?
Aldrich Rojas or
Aldrich
yes.
Rosas.
Yep, we did do this one.
Yep, I did not remember.
I don't remember this one either.
Last
one.
one, player
Uh-oh.
4. Who is this player? An
MLB
MLB first baseman.
Okay.
I don't know.
The
about
Oh, he
that.
was an
Angels,
Indian in
Rangers,
2016.
Red Sox.
He was a Cleveland redacted in 2016.
Cleveland redacted. I think I know.
Oh,
who
I know this
is.
one.
I don't know.
Yeah, boys.
Wait. Don't.
I've recently
Don't
gotten
say
into
it, don't say
baseball.
it.
So I'm not brushed up on my history
I
too well.
think it's this one. Oh, I think it's. I hope
He's
it's
currently a coach in the MLB.
I think I have it.
Oh, party at Nat. Yeah, okay. I know who this guy is.
Mike Napoli.
Party at
Party at
Naples.
Party at Napoli.
Party at
Naps.
Naples? Yeah!
Woo! We got one.
We got one. Let's go,
Party at
boys.
Naps.
Let's
Yo,
go.
you wrote down Party at Naples.
Yeah.
I know who that
Party
is.
at-
Because
did
once
not-
I saw 2016
Hold that
Indians.
forward.
Once I saw 2016 Indians, I was like, oh yeah. And then I saw he was only
That's
2016, so I was like, oh, that's
I'm
gotta
always
be
standing
Rojas.
by the end of guess the
Aldrich
player,
Rojas.
folks. I'm just excited.
Oh man,
Party-
that was
I
such
know
a
who.
good
I
time.
actually know who that
is.
is though.
Oh, that was so much fun, boys.
That
I
was
love
fun.
overtime.
Man, I miss the 2016 Indians. That was such a good time to be.
That's
a
what really
Cleveland
sold
fan.
it for me. That's what, I was like, okay, who was? I know that one.
Yeah. Once I saw Cleveland, and then I was like, oh yeah, let me cook now.
Yeah.
Let me cook Gabe Collura. Thank you for voting in Mr. Mike Napoli. Party at Napoli's.
Party at Naps.
Well,
Yeah.
folks, I think that's gonna do it for overtime
so.
today.
Yes.
That's about all the time
That was a
we
good
have
one.
today.
That was a fun one, boys.
So,
Yeah.
thank you so much for
Oh,
watching.
look at he got the little.
Once again,
Aw.
if you need to stay up to date on anything Kent State
Anything.
sports, be sure to follow TV2 Sports on
Yeah.
all social media platforms.
Oh, wait.
What are you doing?
TV2KSU.
Got anything before we
No,
head out?
I don't have anything. I gotta brush up on my 2015 Lions wide receivers, I guess.
Brush up on your Detroit Lions lore. I need to brush up on my NFL lore altogether, but
Well, we got a couple Fridays left before the
We do.
semester ends, so be sure to keep it right here on our YouTube page to find out more about overtime. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great day.